Blackheads are open comedones. A pore, hair follicle, becomes congested with a mixture of sebum skin oil and dead skin cells, and the dark color is typically oxidation of that material at the surface when it contacts air rather than dirt. So preventing blackheads is not about scrubbing harder, stripping the skin until it feels squeaky, or squeezing constantly, but about keeping the follicle lining shedding normally, keeping sebum moving outward instead of thickening and stagnating inside pores, removing daily buildup thoroughly without damaging the skin barrier, and minimizing chronic irritation, friction, heat, and occlusion that keep follicles inflamed and prone to plugging. Prevention that truly lasts is a calm, repeatable system you can maintain for months, because comedones form gradually and resolve gradually, and most people need consistent care over several weeks, often 8-12 weeks, before the pore environment changes in a durable way, with deeper congestion continuing to improve as long as consistency remains high. So the winning strategy is a simple routine you can follow nearly every day, rather than an aggressive routine you can only tolerate for a short burst. The most common reasons blackheads persist are predictable: over-cleansing with hot water, harsh soaps, aggressive foaming cleansers, alcohol-heavy toners, abrasive scrubs, cleansing brushes, and frequent deep clean routines that damage the barrier and trigger reactive oiliness. Under-cleansing at night that leaves sunscreen, makeup, and product residue behind. Inconsistent use of pore-targeting actives. Active overload that inflames skin and disrupts normal shedding, and everyday triggers that repeatedly re-occlude or inflame follicles, such as friction from masks, helmet straps, chin guards, or frequent face touching, heavy hair products migrating onto the forehead and temples, sweat left on the skin, and poor hygiene of brushes, pillowcases, and phone screens. Your goal is a routine that feels sustainable. Skin should feel comfortable after cleansing, not tight. Treatment products should not sting persistently, and the plan should be simple enough to keep doing even when you are busy, because consistency more than intensity changes comedone biology over time. Start with barrier-friendly cleansing, because barrier stability is the foundation for tolerating any effective treatment long-term. The skin barrier is the control center for sensitivity, inflammation, and oil regulation. And when it is disrupted by harsh cleansers, very hot water, or repeated friction, the skin loses protective lipids, water evaporates faster, and microscopic inflammation increases. Inflamed skin often produces more sebum and sheds cells less evenly inside follicles, which increases plugging. So stripping does not prevent blackheads, it often fuels them. Cleanse with lukewarm water, not hot. Use fingertips rather than rough cloths or stiff brushes. Massage gently for about 20-30 seconds longer. Scrubbing is not better. Rinse thoroughly and pat dry rather than rubbing. Choose a cleanser that leaves your skin neutral. Afterward, no burning, no lingering tightness, no squeaky feel. Because tightness is a red flag for barrier stripping and sets you up for irritation when you introduce actives. Morning cleansing should match your skin and climate. If you wake up shiny, become oily quickly, sweat at night, live in humid heat, or use heavier nighttime products, a gentle morning cleanse can remove the overnight oil film and help sunscreen sit evenly. If you are dry, sensitive, or feel tight after washing, a water rinse or a very mild cleanse in the morning may be better so you do not start the day with barrier stress. Night cleansing is the anchor habit for prevention because sunscreen, makeup, airborne particles, and layered products accumulate and mix with sebum. Repeated, incomplete removal is one of the most common reasons blackheads persist even when someone uses acne products, because residue adds waxy material to pore contents and makes plugs more stubborn. If you wear water-resistant sunscreen, makeup, or heavier products, use a gentle double cleanse at night. First, an oil cleanser or micellar step to dissolve sunscreen and makeup light massage. No harsh rubbing. Then a gentle water-based cleanser to remove residue. Done gently, this often cleans better with less irritation than trying to scrub harder with a single cleanser, and it reduces the temptation to over-exfoliate to compensate for leftover residue. If you use micellar water, avoid vigorous rubbing with cotton pads. Hold the pad on the skin briefly to let the product dissolve. Then wipe gently, and follow with a rinse-off cleanser to remove any residue from the micellar solution itself. Once cleansing is stable, prevention depends on consistently changing what happens inside the pore. The most targeted over-the-counter ingredient for blackheads is salicylic acid, also known as beta-hydroxy acid, BHA, because it is oil-soluble and can penetrate into the pore lining to loosen the bonds between dead cells, reduce the stickiness of debris, and help prevent plugs. It can also calm low-grade inflammation and reduce oily shine for many people. A leave-on BHA product around 0.5% to 2% is usually sufficient. Success comes from schedule and tolerance, not from maximum strength. Introduce BHA gradually. Apply a thin layer to blackhead-prone areas, often nose, chin, forehead, sometimes cheeks, hairline, jaw, depending on your pattern. 2 to 3 mornings per week for 2 weeks, then increase to every other morning if your skin remains comfortable. Only move toward daily use if you are not developing persistent stinging, prolonged tightness, or raw peeling. If dryness or irritation appears, reduce frequency and strengthen moisturization rather than adding more exfoliation, because irritation makes follicles more reactive and can worsen congestion. Mild, manageable dryness you can correct with moisturizer can be acceptable, but burning, tenderness, persistent redness, or worsening sensitivity means you are exceeding your skin's tolerance and should back off. If you cannot tolerate salicylic acid, or if your skin is redness-prone or easily reactive, consider azelaic acid as a gentler alternative. It can help normalize keratinization, calm inflammation, and reduce redness. And while it may feel less immediately pore-clearing than BHA, long-term consistent use can still reduce comedonal congestion and improve texture. The second cornerstone of long-term prevention is a nighttime retinoid, because retinoids normalize follicular keratinization and reduce microcomedones, the earliest invisible seed of a future blackhead, making them one of the most reliable smoothing and can make it by keeping them clearer. Where available, Choline 0.1% has strong evidence for acne. Retinol or retinol products can also help, though potency varies widely so technique and consistency matter more than the label. Apply retinoids correctly to avoid the most common failure mode irritation, leading to stopping. Use them at night on completely dry skin. Damp skin increases penetration and irritation. Use only a pea-sized amount for the entire face. Prevention is field treatment, not spot treatment. Avoid the corners of the nose and mouth if you are prone to cracking or irritation. And follow with moisturizer. Introduce gradually. 2 nights per week for 2 weeks. Then every other night for 2 weeks. Then increase only if your barrier stays calm. If you are sensitive, use the sandwich method moisturizer first, then retinoid, then moisturizer again to improve tolerance while still gaining benefit. Mild dryness or light flaking can occur early, but intense burning, swelling, cracking, or a persistent rash indicates irritation rather than an expected adjustment. In that case, pause actives for several days, focus on gentle cleansing and barrier repair, then restart at a lower frequency. Many people fail with retinoids, not because retinoids do not work, but because they start too aggressively, become irritated, stop, then restart aggressively again. Prevention works when you stay in the tolerable zone long enough for follicular behavior to change. A critical rule for blackhead prevention is to avoid active overload, because it is one of the fastest ways to turn a manageable comedonal problem into chronic irritation and inconsistent treatment. Stacking multiple exfoliants and irritants, BHA plus strong AHA plus exfoliating pads plus scrubs plus frequent masks often inflames skin, disrupts the barrier, and paradoxically increases clogging by worsening irregular shedding and inflammation, and it also makes it impossible to know which product is helping or harming. Most people do best with one pore-clearing active, like BHA, and one long-term comedone preventer, retinoid, supported by moisturizer and sunscreen. If you want to add anything else, add only one change at a time.